My observations seem to show that Maori agitators only seem to come out to play when Labour is not in power. Now that should tell us something about their motives. We're yet again seeing the same old rhetoric at Waitangi, insults, disrespect and pathetic racism from Maori. They want us to respect Maori, emphasis on the importance of relationship between nature and people. Yeah. And yet they show their penis, their bare buttocks, drawn-out speakers stick with their tongues, goggling their eyes like demented lunatics, and show a general unpleasantness every single time. The coalition government has faced a confronting reception at Waitangi. The crowd booed a combative Winston Peters and drowned out David Seymour, while Christopher Luxon somberly reflected on history at the treaty grounds. Further to this, one of the warriors lifted his loincloth to reveal his penis to the political parties during the pōwhiri. He then licked his walking stick and bared his butt. That can be interpreted certainly as a challenge to the crown. Charming, eh? Absolutely charming. Only when reporting the actions of primitive, uncouth groups would you read a paragraph in which the words penis, lick and butt are all listed, ending with a challenge to the crown. Absolute disgusting behaviour. Nicole McKee was also abused, presumably because she is the wrong sort of Maori. McKee, who is the Minister for Courts and Associate Minister of Justice, that's firearms, spoke in Te Reo Maori. She told those gathered at Waitangi that she and her family were very proud of the work and policies that ACT is promoting. Members of the crowd took issue with her statement, and they even took personal dislike of the pronunciation of certain Maori words, and the call was made by organisers to stop her address with a typical rude and unattractive Maori bullshit action song. That's lovely behaviour, isn't it? Lovely behaviour from these Maori who say they're qualified and honourable to be part of New Zealand's future. Honi Harawira was as unpleasant as that mother of his. He's spoken about the fight for the treaty over decades. You and your shitty-ass bill are going down the toilet, he said. That shitty-ass bill is going down the toilet, he repeated. Here we are today, and you buggers want to get rid of it, and you think it's just a case of bringing some legislation to strip the treaty of its mana, to belittle the Rio by making it a second-class language in our land. And it ain't gonna happen. And they want us to respect them when they can't even respect the government that we, the majority of New Zealanders, elected. As usual, Annette Sykes, who has literally added nothing to the discourse in her entire life, decided she'd do what she has always done and hurled insults at everyone. David Seymour pointed out a few home truths to counter the lies about being spread by Te Pati Maori, and certainly Labour. Winston Peters also slammed the rudeness. Earlier Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters asked the crowd, who ever said we were going to get rid of the treaty? So stop the crap, stop the hysteria. If you think separatism and division will take us to 2040, you've got another thing coming. Some of us have been fighting for land rights for decades. And where were you? I have been attending this day at Waitangi for the past 70 years, and this day has turned to something no Maori should be proud. The protocol that was once honoured by Maori has been breached here today, Winston Peters said as he left the treaty grounds early. I really don't know why politicians submit themselves to this overbearing disrespect and rudeness from Maori. They want us to respect Maori, and this is what we get in return. Christopher Luxon, David Seymour, Shane Jones and Winston Peters should just do what Helen Clark did when she was made to cry by Titiwai Harawira, just never return to Waitangi. Little wonder the Ngāpuhi are yet to settle their treaty claims, the same treaty that they now argue never ceded their sovereignty, yet they have their hands out for the alleged breaches, surely they should take their grievances up with the leadership of Ngāpuhi, since they apparently are still the paramount governors of this area. Modern Maori agitators say they never ceded sovereignty, yet they go cap in hand to the government for everything.